Well, that worked out well. I heard coming in that someone from the audience actually was the first one with the medical students walking in for their white coat. Looked like they were a graduate coming in. Welcome. This day has been a long time coming for many of us who have been with the dental school from the beginning, myself included. So good afternoon and welcome. I'm Dr. Fodi Penagakos, Dean of the Dental School, and I'm here to welcome you, and also I'm deeply honored to welcome everyone here to this historic occasion, the inaugural White Coat Ceremony of the class of 2029. To the PNWU administration and special guests who have joined us, who are sitting in the front row as well as in the audience, thank you for all of your support, for your presence here today, and your efforts to ensure that our program is successful. To the families, partners, and friends who are here today, thank you as well. You are not bystanders. You are part of this journey. Your sacrifices you have made, the encouragement you have given, and the belief that you have placed in these students have carried them to this very moment. Please know that your presence today means everything, and I would like to give you all a round of applause. To our students, the DMD class of 2029, welcome to this milestone of your professional journey. I know this past year has been challenging. Your hard work and dedication have brought you to this moment where you will enter the most critical and exciting phase of your training. You've got a little bit of taste of it this past week at the YBC clinic, I heard. Before we begin today's ceremony, I would like to pause to honor and recognize the land on which Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences stands. I would like to read PNWU's land acknowledgement. PNWU recognizes that long before our founders had a vision for a health sciences university in Yakima, the land where the university is built has been cared for from time immemorial by the 14 confederated tribes and bands of the Yakima Nation. We stand unified in our reverence for the land and all the elements of nature that make up our campus. As we celebrate this milestone today, we carry forward a deep respect for the communities and land that have supported the university's mission of service. So at this time, it's my privilege to introduce those seated on the platform today. Joining us on my Right, your left is Dr. Michael Middleman, President of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, Mr. Kevin Van Nortwick, Chairperson of the PNWU Board of Trustees, Dr. Gary Pape, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Dr. Robin Renke, Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs. And on my left, your right, we have Dr. Jessica Rickert, our keynote speaker, Dr. Maxime Brings-Him-Back-Janice, Professor of Dental Hygiene, and then we have our coders, which I will introduce in a moment. So the presentation of the white coat is the most symbolic act of this ceremony. Students, the coat you will receive today is not simply a garment. It is a mantle of responsibility, of compassion, and of professional identity. So it is my privilege to introduce the 4 faculty members whom you, the class, selected and have the honor of placing the white coats on you today. Faculty, please rise as I introduce you. Dr. Clinton Crandall, Assistant Professor. Dr. Jennifer Domagowski, Assistant Professor. Dr. David Groh, Professor. And Dr. Panteep Henprasert, Assistant Professor. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Maxime Brings-Him-Back-Janice, a proud member of the Lakota Sioux Nation, to the podium to provide a prayer.
Good afternoon, friends and relatives. It's good to be here today. And I have to, before I offer a blessing, I just want to acknowledge the students that I had the privilege and honor of working with this year. They are incredible, and they've taught me as I've taught them, and I thank you for the gift that you've given me. Thank you, students. Friends and relatives, I want to just take a moment to acknowledge a dear friend, a brother who would be standing here today offering this blessing, Yelawash, Atwa Yelawash. He would be standing here offering this blessing and sharing his words of wisdom. But I have to say the students already had the privilege of having him in the classroom talking to them. And so as I stand before you today, I acknowledge Atwa Yelawash, one of the Board of Trustees from the Yakima Nation, who's no longer with us today. And I stand on the shoulders of the work that he's done, a dear friend, a relative, and I stand before you. And these words that I'm speaking are from my Lakota language, but I know Yelawash would say it in the Chishkin language of the people of the Northwest here on the Yakima homelands. So. Doshke wai chung ongte ke ohinya ongyape na ushulakape. The little students nitrokap na jehena trunkashlawa kantranka ohinya isakib manina doshke chakota ke maningte ke trunkashlawa kantranka oichake na ohinya isakib wichawe hechums empetuleo wachawake trunkashlawa kantranka. Creator God, I just ask that as our students walk forward in this work that they're going to be doing, that you always walk beside them, always guide them, always lead them in a good way, and that they carry good medicine in the lives that they're going to be touching. And I ask you to bless them today in a special way. And we always end with my relatives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Janice. Dr. Janice has been on the faculty for a few years now. She came to us from Heritage University. She was one of the first people I met when I came to the Valley. Our former president, Dr. Lawler, said, "You need to go meet Dr. Janice over at Heritage." And from there, we developed a friendship, and from that friendship, she decided to join us, and she's been a real treasure to have on the faculty since she came to us. And so, speaking of our faculty and staff, I think it's only appropriate for us to recognize them. They are the ones that do the work day in and day out for our program. They're the ones who are here early, who stay late, who work on the weekends, and really have dedicated themselves to our program. So at this point, I would like to have our faculty and staff who are in the second row to please stand, as well as our faculty on the stage. Please turn around so everyone can acknowledge you. I'm truly blessed to have a team like this working with us each and every day. So at this time, I'd like to continue with the program, and I'd like to invite to the podium the president of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, Dr. Michael Middleman, to provide his remarks. Dr. Middleman.
Thanks very much, and Maxine, thank you for the blessing. I got to go off script to start. This class, you guys are my class, because you started with me. So I'm extremely proud of you, and I feel like I'm going through your journey with you, which makes it even more special. So Dr. Panagakis, Mr. Van Norwick, Dr. Rickett, distinguished guests, faculty, especially the proud families that are out there, but most importantly, our student doctors. Today's a day of firsts. You're going to hear about that probably a lot. It's the first white coat ceremony for our School of Dental Medicine, the first class of dental students at PNWU, the first chapter, frankly, in what I believe will be a remarkable history. You're not just preparing to begin your clinical education in a few short weeks, or maybe even days. You're helping to define this school. Everybody's going to be watching you. You're going to set the standard, because you're going to set the bar so high, everybody's going to strive to get there. You're going to be doing things that are rare, and you're going to be doing things that are meaningful, and you're going to be creating an unbelievably meaningful place for people to stand and follow you by. As you're going to hear from others, the white coat you're going to receive today is more than a symbol of achievement. It's a commitment to a profession grounded in service. It's a calling that places the needs of others above your own, and a responsibility that's going to follow you throughout your entire career. From this day forward, you're going to be entrusted with something incredibly important, the care of another human being. That's both a privilege, but it's also truly a profound responsibility. So as you begin this next phase of your journey, let me leave you with 4 thoughts. First, and you heard a little bit about this, never lose sight of compassion. It's one of our values. You're training in an environment filled with technology, data, rapid advancement. Just look at your labs. But your patients will remember how you made them feel. Treat them with dignity, empathy, respect every single time. You're going to be surrounded by all sorts of technology all the time. The tendency is to look at the technology, look at the computer. Your job is to keep the patient in the center of everything you do. That's really patient-centered care. Second, your integrity is going to define you. Your knowledge is going to grow, your skills are going to sharpen, but your character must remain constant. Do the right thing, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Third, you're never going to be doing this alone. Healthcare is a team sport. Many of you have heard me say that before. Respect those around you, learn from them. The best outcomes from your patients and for you are always achieved together. Patient care is a team sport. Finally, and I said this once before, I'm going to say it like 6 times, Always keep the patient at the center of everything that you do. That's so important to everything we do as healthcare providers. You know, that sounds simple, it's not always easy. If you stay grounded in what's best for the person that's in your chair, you're going to find your way is even the best way to do it, even in the most complex situations. You know, and you've chosen one of the most intimate of the healthcare professions. People are going to trust you with their pain, their appearance, their ability to eat, to speak, to smile, and do this with confidence. Oral health is not separate from health. It's a foundation to it. And in too many of the rural and underserved areas that we at PNWU are committed to be taken care of, and we've been founded to serve, access to quality dental care remains out of reach, and that's exactly why this school exists. That's exactly why you are here. So as you put on your white coat today, remember this. It's not just a symbol of what you have achieved, it's a promise. It's a promise to your patients, it's a promise to your profession, but it's also a promise to yourselves. We're unbelievably proud of you. We believe in you, and we're honored to be part of your journey. So congratulations, class of 2029.
Thank you, Dr. Middleman, and the offer still stands from the class. If you'd like to join them in the sim lab and really be part of the class, they have a station ready for you. So now it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Mr. Kevin Van Nortwick, who's the chairperson of the PNWU Board of Trustees. Kevin.
Good afternoon. Before I begin, I'd just like to thank the fellow trustees I see in the front row. It's good to see you guys here. So thank you, Dr. Panagakos. It's an honor to be here representing the PNWU Board of Trustees at this important ceremony. This is an important milestone not only for each of you out there, but for the university as a whole. Our board members are fully committed to the mission and continued success of PNWU. Today reflects years of thoughtful planning, careful stewardship, and collaboration across the institution. Our trustees have had the privilege of supporting this program through both governance and engagement, working closely with university leadership, faculty, donors, and community partners to ensure it is launched with strength and purpose. As you look around this room, the support behind you is clear. Your family, your friends, faculty, staff, and the entire university community share in your accomplishment. This moment belongs to all of you guys. I would also like to recognize a trustee whose service has had a lasting impact on this program and on PNWU, Dr. Bruce Kinney. Bruce? Thanks. Dr. Kinney has served on our board for 9 years. Actually, in 3 days, it'll be 9 years, including as the chair of the Academic Affairs Committee during a critical period of development for the dental program. His insight, steady guidance, and professional expertise have been instrumental as the university worked toward accreditation and program launch. Bruce is a graduate from the University of Washington School of Dentistry. He built his own very successful family dentistry practice here in Yakima. He has served in leadership roles at the state and national levels, including with the Commission on Dental Accreditation, commonly referred to as CODA, where he has participated in accreditation reviews and now serves on the Appeals Committee. He continues to support the profession by administering licensing examinations and mentoring the next generation of dentists. And by the way, he mentioned to me that he was looking forward to 3 years when he could help all you guys pass your exams. So don't forget him. He'll be helpful. Bruce, your commitment to PNWU, to this program, and to the dental profession reflects a lifetime of service. On behalf of the board, thank you. Your influence will continue to be felt in the success of this program and in the students beginning their journey today. To our students, congratulations as you receive your white coats. You step into a profession that brings with it privilege and responsibility. In the years ahead, your work will make a meaningful difference in the lives of countless patients. It is an impact that will extend far beyond what you can see today. We are proud to welcome you into the PNWU community and look forward to all you will accomplish. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Van Nordwick, for being with us today, as well as the other trustees who are present, and for the continued support you and the board provide to our school. So at this point, I'd like to take a little bit of privilege and acknowledge someone whose dedication to the program has been foundational, who's really been an important person for me, especially in my role as I worked with the team in getting our program launched, who's going to be concluding his service to the School of Dental Medicine, but leaves an indelible mark on everything we do. Dr. Gary Pape joined our team in October 2023 and has served as our Associate Dean for Academic Affairs since that time. Dr. Pape brought to this young institution not only 22 years of clinical experience, but a scholar's devotion to the craft of teaching. He has helped shape our faculty culture, our academic foundations, and the very sense of what it means to be an educator. Dr. Pape, you took on this work with grace, with rigor, and with boundless energy. We are better for having had you, and we will carry the work you have helped build long into the future. On behalf of the entire PNWU School of Dental Medicine family, thank you. Please stand and accept our deepest gratitude and our warmest wishes. Now, some of you are sitting there confused saying, didn't we have another full-time faculty member retiring as well? And we did, Dr. Michael Dean, but as with anything with retirement, he has second thoughts about sitting home 5 days a week, so he'll be back 1 to 2 days a week starting in August. So it's now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker for today's ceremony, who was selected by you, the class of 2029. Dr. Jessica Rickert is a member of the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation. In 1975, she made history when she graduated from the University of Michigan School of Dentistry, becoming the first female American Indian dentist in the United States. She was also one of only 6 women in a class of 140 students. Over a career spanning more than 4 decades, Dr. Rickert maintained a private dental practice, directed dental clinics for the Children's Aid Society, the State of Michigan Correctional Facilities, and federally qualified health centers, and established an intertribal dental clinic in Detroit. She is a founding member of the Society of American Indian Dentists and has held leadership positions in the Michigan Dental Association. Today, Dr. Rickert serves as the Anishinaabe Dental Outreach Specialist for Dental of Michigan, partnering with all 12 of Michigan's Anishinaabe tribes, 3 native-serving community colleges, and 3 charter schools to improve access to oral health care and inspire the next generation of native dentists. She also has authors a monthly dental advice column distributed through 14 tribal newspapers and urban Indian centers across the nation. I'm honored to welcome Dr. Rickert to the podium.
I thank the Pacific Northwest University for that wonderful introduction. This is a beautiful campus, a beautiful city, it's a beautiful state. And you are looking at history. 69 years ago, there was not one American Indian dentist in the United States, not one. The first American Indian dentist was Dr. George Blue Spruce, and he graduated in 1957. I was the second American Indian dentist and the first female American Indian dentist, and I graduated in 1975. We had a rotary telephone at that time. Today, in 2026, there are approximately 450 American Indian dentists. To have parity with the general American population, there should be 5,000 American Indian dentists. Let me repeat that. Today, there are about 450 American Indian dentists. To have parity with the American population, there should be about 5,000 American Indian dentists. As your dean said, I'm a member of the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation. That is my grandmother's tribe. Are there any Native Americans here today? Raise your hands. Okay, we're going to do a little cheer. I'm going to say it's great to be, and when I say that, you're going to say the tribe you came from. If you're not a tribal member, just simply say alive. Ready? It's great to be a Potawatomi. Come on, do that again. You have to be louder than that. I can't hear you. Here we go. It's great to be a Potawatomi. All right. That's right. Okay, give yourselves a hand. Now I want you to raise your right hand and just wave at me and hold it up. And take your left forefinger and point to your pinky. And that's where I come from, Traverse City. That's the lower peninsula of Michigan. It's shaped like a mitten. I hope someday you have a chance to come to Michigan and visit us. In Michigan, just like this place here, Native people lived 10,000 years ago, or maybe longer ago. And the Potawatomi were shaped by living by the Great Lakes. They lived along the rivers and streams and the lake shores. Currently, these lands are called Canada, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan. And where did Michigan get its name? The Potawatomi called Lake Michigan Michigami, and that means the place of the big water. We Potawatomi feel honored to still live in Michigami. Those lakes speak to us every season. They tell the story of our awesome Creator. Our Creator's gifts have brought all of us here today. The Potawatomi believe that the spirits live on the Manitou Islands, which are far offshore in Lake Michigan. The Gitche Manitou, or the Great Spirit, lives on Manitoulin Island in northern Lake Huron. In the early 1800s, a Catholic priest visited the Potawatomi, and the chief invited him to go fishing at dawn on a beautiful beach. Yes, we do have fish in Lake Michigan. When the priest arrived in the twilight, he was rubbing his eyes because way, way, way out there was the chief. Way out in the lake, standing on top of the water. And he was jumping up and down and waving. And then the chief ran to the shore on top of the water. Splash, splash, splash. The priest just, is it a miracle? And the chief replied, Lake Michigan is a miracle. I'm just glad I know where the rocks are. Many American Indian and Alaska Native students do not know where the rocks are in regard to becoming a licensed professional, especially a dentist. When I was in high school, human anatomy and physiology especially intrigued me. My family doctor, a Dutch man, encouraged me to spend several hours in his office as he was treating his patients. And I was looking over his books, and I was asking him questions. And he said, Jessica, I think maybe you could be a doctor. Thus, the seed was planted in my little, teeny, preteen brain. When I told my high school teacher, I'm going to be a doctor someday, he tried to swallow his shock. The University of Michigan has a medical school. Go ahead, try to apply there, and good luck. So I started writing Dr. Jessica A. Rickert all over notebook paper. Oh, that's just Jessica, my family said with a sigh. Just leave her alone. But I did. I graduated from the University of Michigan School of Dentistry in 1975. And I could write Dr. Jessica A. Rickert on the bottom of my prescription pad. I was blessed, I was excited, mainly I was relieved. It was really hard. But dentistry has been extremely good to me. Every morning, my family sings, "Rejoice, be glad, blessed are we." I was inducted into the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame to recognize my achievements. When I was inducted, there were no Michigan Indian women in the Hall of Fame. There were no dentists in the Hall of Fame, despite the fact that this noble profession is so vital to the health of the American people. So here's my induction speech. This is a fantastic day for Potawatomi women, finally to be included. The Potawatomi know the circle of life exists, as exhibited by their beautiful quill baskets. This is a basket from the Pacific Northwest tribes, and it's a cedar basket that was loaned to me, and it's woven expertly and tightly. No glue, no staples. It just holds its shape, and it's dyed to make the various patterns that the Pacific Northwest tribes are famous for. Right now, all of us in this room, we're woven together. We're woven together like this basket. And when we are woven together like this basket, we will be strong and we will be beautiful. We are also connected to 7 generations that went before us. Think about that. They were brave and they were courageous, and that is what brings us to this day. I stand on the shoulders of all who have gone before me. I am humbled by their courage. What we do today will impact 7 generations in the future. What is your impact going to be? You sitting right there, what's your impact going to be? You on the stage, what is your impact going to be? You need to think about that. I believe in the development of American Indian youth, as did my mother and father. I'm the oldest of 7 children, 4 brothers and 2 sisters. And this is how they treated their daughters. Because they listened to her, she knew she had something important to say. Because they believed in her, she believed in herself. Because they said she could do anything, she did, and I did it. I thank them every day. I thank them. As we go forth, let's remember Michigami and its wondrous waters. The Potawatomi say, "Our people are as a great river flowing from forever to forever. The river is made from drops of water, from the sky, from your hills, and from your springs. Each individual droplet is so small, almost insignificant. Yet when they all come together, when we all come together in this room, it's a force, it's a river, and it can cut a path through anything in its way, even granite. Individuals come into this world like drops of water at a point, flow along as part of the river for a while, and later leave it, like fog or a haze. A small contribution is made, and the river goes on, and the river goes on, and the river goes on. What will your contribution be?" I thank you very much for the opportunity to share with you my path on becoming the first female American Indian dentist. Thank you.
As is the protocol among our American Indian and Alaska Native people, it's always appropriate when someone comes to speak, or we want to honor them for sharing their wisdom with us. We gift them with a gift. And today I'd like to gift Dr. Rickert with a bundle. And the bundle is, she said somebody loaned this to her, but this is a gift from the Northwest. And this book is authored by Dr. Virginia Beavert, who's a Yakima Atwai, Dr. Virginia Beavert, who authored this book. She has since passed, lived to be 102, and got her doctoral degree at the age of 80-something. And the gift of knowledge, reflections on the Sahaptin ways. And so I'd like to gift you with these, with this bundle, and thank you on behalf of PNWU, the School of Dental Medicine, our students, and we're honored that you came.
Thank you so much. I've enjoyed meeting all of the students and the faculty and some of the family members, and you are going to do a great job for our country and for your state, Washington.
Thank you again, Dr. Rickert, for sharing your story and your words of inspiration with us today. All right, we're here. We've come to the point of the ceremony where we're going to be presenting the white coats. Since 1989, when the white coat ceremony was first introduced at a medical school, this tradition has spread across the health professions as a universal rite of passage. Today, PNWU's School of Dental Medicine holds its own for the first time. Class of 2029, please rise and begin to approach the stage. You don't have to go out all the way in the back, just stop there. That's good. They're like leaving. Dr. Middleman said they're going to the bar. I mean, you always know when there's a Navy man on the podium. Great. Dr. Middleman, Mr. Van Norwick, will you please join me up here to congratulate the students as they process off the stage? Dr. Crandall, can you please stand to begin coding the first group of students?
Jairo Elpire Cabrera, Wenatchee, Washington, Walla Walla University.
Miriam Amar, Kennewick, Washington, Washington State University.
Alexa Batten, Yakima, Washington, YVC.
Jessica Brewer, Graham, Washington, University of Washington.
Ashley Cantu, Rio Grande City, Texas, University of Texas at San Antonio.
Gus Crow, Laurel, Montana, Montana State University.
Roberta De Torres, Uzinki, Alaska, and the University of Alaska Fairbanks.
Spencer Fox, Colville, Washington, Washington State University.
Rebeca Gómez, Tijuana, Baja California, México.
Dr. Jennifer Domagalski, Assistant Professor.
Alexandra Gonzalez, Grandview, Washington, Seattle Pacific University.
Stephen Gonzalez, Moxie, Washington, Central Washington University.
Carlos Guadarrama, Quincy, Washington, Central Washington University.
Sonia Hall, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, University of Maryland.
Abram Hartwig, Vancouver, Washington, BYU, Idaho.
Josie Duffy, Harrison, Montana, Rocky Mountain College.
Ronnie Howard, Toppenish, Washington, Central Washington University.
Hunter Humphrey, Corvallis, Montana, University of Montana.
Brooke Hussey, Selah, Washington, Washington State University.
David Groh, Professor.
Ammar Jankel, Sterling Heights, Michigan, Wayne State University.
Suzette Jimenez, Toppenish, Washington, Heritage University.
Cecilia Johnson, Seattle, Washington, University of Washington.
Kelly King, Oklahoma City, Dene College.
Cassia Korolev, Sacramento, California, Seattle Central College.
Semi Lee, Seoul, South Korea, University of Nebraska Medical Center.
Ebony Matthews, Annapolis, Maryland, University of Central Florida.
Cristian Ariel Mendoza, Mapton, Washington, Yakima Valley College.
Pantip Henbreset, Assistant Professor.
Rahel Mitaku, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Seattle Central College.
Stephanie Nieto, Aurora, Colorado, University of Colorado.
Arnoldo Prado Orozco, Apatzingán, Michoacán, México, Clark College.
Marisela Salazar, Yakima, Washington, Eastern Washington University.
Juan Ascension Lara, Wenatchee, Washington, Columbia Blessing College.
Ryan Thompson, Yakima, Washington, Eastern Washington University.
Shayla Trin, Tacoma, Washington, University of Washington.
Nelly Butagwa, Vihiga, Kenya, Utah Valley University.
Let's have another round of applause for our students. So students, now wearing your white coats, I invite you to rise and to speak the words of the School of Dental Medicine White Coat Oath, an oath that you had composed as a class and will be used with all future white coat ceremonies. The oath speaks to who you are, where you are going, and the promises you make not only to your patients, but to each other and to the communities you will serve. Please repeat after me. As I begin my clinical training at Pacific Northwest University School of Dental Medicine, I pledge to carry myself with humility, integrity, and purpose. I will treat every patient with dignity and respect, honoring their trust. Advocating for their well-being without bias or prejudice. And providing the highest standard of care. I will demonstrate professionalism and understand that competence must be built through discipline. I will seek guidance when needed, recognizing the limits of my abilities while prioritizing the patient's well-being. I will honor the values of humanism while respecting the diverse stories, cultures, and experiences of those who I serve. I will embrace the mission of PNWU and the dental profession. By working each day to become the kind of dentist my patients, families, and communities can trust. I will faithfully uphold the ethical principles and professional standards of dentistry. This white coat symbolizes not only my achievement, but my responsibility. To serve with humility and to lead with compassion. With this oath, I dedicate myself to the service of humanity through dentistry. I will practice as a member of an interprofessional healthcare team. Recognizing that collaboration strengthens patient care and improves outcomes. This I pledge as we, the inaugural students of the PNWU School of Dental Medicine, enter clinical care and lay the foundation for all who will follow. Congratulations. Turn around. Turn around, face the audience. Is my wife here with the head on the stick for me? She said she was gonna, you didn't bring the head on the stick. Come on, Jude. 40 years of marriage, you would think she'd bring a head on a stick, right? Class of 29, please be seated. You have spoken these words and they will follow you, not as a burden, but as a compass. Thank you, and again, I would like to invite, So now I would like to invite student Dr. Cecilia Johnson to the podium to provide remarks on behalf of the class of 2029.
Greetings, esteemed faculty, staff, colleagues, family, and friends. Today marks a milestone that we are honored to share with all of you. As the inaugural class of the Pacific Northwest University School of Dental Medicine, we have been branded as trailblazers, setting the stage for future cohorts and helping shape the future of the school. Our journey has been unique in that it has had no blueprint. For many of us, we are the first in our families to venture into this journey of higher education. Bear with me. That experience comes with its own challenges, as there's often no roadmap to guide us through such a rigorous journey. Yet, we continued forward despite not knowing exactly what lay ahead. Whether it meant late nights examining cadavers until exhaustion set in, staying in the simulation lab until we were kicked out, or completing endless wax teeth and preparations that we tried to master between exams. We persevered. We struggled through it all, but those shared challenges forged a bond between us that will last far beyond dental school. We are grateful to those who have shepherded us through the first year. To our faculty and our staff, we say thank you for the support, guidance, and willingness to mentor us. Your efforts to keep us motivated and to encourage us to take initiative by utilizing the resources available to us bring us to this very moment. To our friends and family, we thank you for the love and care you have extended through late night messages, phone calls, surprise visits, and unwavering encouragement. This journey can be isolating at times, but because it is because of the support we have found in you that we have been able to hold on to the dream that started it all. And so the dream continues. As we transition into our clinical years as student doctors, we do not know exactly what the future holds, but we move forward with confidence, purpose, and gratitude. This white coat ceremony marks a turning point in our journey as student doctors. The countless hours spent studying late into the night, the preparing for the examinations, and pushing through sleep deprivation have all led to this moment. We now take the lessons learned in the classroom and simulation lab and begin putting them into practice. This is no longer learning on a mannequin head alone. This is a real-world application of the knowledge, skills, and judgment we have developed through diligence and perseverance. We have come so far and have made tremendous sacrifices to succeed through the rigor of this program and the distance from many of our loved ones. Today, however, we are granted the distinguished honor of donning our white coats and beginning to care for patients who place their trust in us. The white coats we receive today are not simply given, they are earned. They are earned through the dedication, discipline, and responsibility required to reach this moment. They symbolize the commitment we make to see each patient holistically. Holistically, as a person and not a procedure. If you can't tell, I'm nervous. This achievement is no accident, and we accept the responsibility that comes with it, being healthcare providers each time we wear these coats. We place service above self, and we strive to treat each person with dignity, compassion, and equity. The respect we show our patients must be genuine, intentional, and rooted in care. It is through our interactions with them that we continue to grow into the clinicians we aspire to be. Their trust in us reinforces the ethics, professionalism, and clinical excellence that we are called to uphold. As we look toward our futures, we also reflect on the year that has passed and the moments when success felt uncertain. There were times when the journey seemed impossible, yet here we stand today. As we begin caring for patients, May we never forget that the privilege of wearing this white coat comes with the responsibility to serve the communities with humility, compassion, and integrity. So to my fellow student doctors, I leave you with these words from Nelson Mandela: "It always seems impossible until it's done." Thank you to our faculty, our staff, families, friends, and to the student doctors of class of 2029.
Thank you, Cecilia. So class of 2029, you enter this profession at a remarkable moment. The Pacific Northwest and our nation have a significant shortage of dental providers, especially in rural and underserved communities. The places that need you most are real places with real families, real children, and real disease that goes untreated year after year, not for lack of need or motivation to receive care, but for lack of access. You are part of the answer to that. We built this school because we believe that where a person lives should not determine the quality of their care. We recruited you because we believe you share that same conviction, and we will walk alongside you over the next 3 years as you begin your clinical training, because we believe in all that you will accomplish. Wear your coat with humility, wear it with pride, and as always, wear it in service of those who trust you with their health and their dignity. Again, congratulations. So before concluding our ceremony, I would like to take a moment to thank those who made today possible. First, to the staff at the Capitol Theater, who always go the extra mile for the PNWU events held in this beautiful facility, and for the videography team who have been live streaming this, as well as archiving it on the YouTube page for the university. For those of you like a wedding video, you want to go watch it over and over and over again. I have a daughter who's getting married, and this is, dealing with all that right now. So thank you to the administration of PNWU who are here and those who are not, and for the staff for supporting this program, adding another event to a very busy calendar this time of year. To our dedicated faculty and staff, Ms. Lolinda Turner, Ms. Lisa Brown, Ms. Tammy Anderson, Ms. Marcella Badillo, and Dr. Casey Wright for coordinating the participants and the event. Can you please stand so we can thank you? I didn't forget Lolinda. She's giving me this look. You forgot Julia. So I especially want to recognize Ms. Julia Orr for her tireless efforts in planning and executing our first white coat ceremony. Julia stepped into this role. Stand up. Stand up. Julia stepped into this role late in the process and did an amazing job making this event a reality. Thank you, Julia. We could not have done this without you. So this concludes our ceremony. At this time, I would ask the guests to please remain seated as the platform party, followed by the faculty and staff, and then the students exit the theater. Faculty and staff, please assemble with me just outside the theater entrance to again congratulate our students as they exit. To all, thank you again for joining us, and have a wonderful remainder of the weekend.